Something also that you're reminding me of, which I put in Awakening Joy, is besides the physical touch, that our body language and our voice inflection is as much communicator as the content. And I'm just remembering this communication rule that this guy Albert Morabian developed, or somehow they were studying how feelings get communicated, and the Morabian rule is 7% of the communication is content, 38%, I don't know how they figured this out, but this is what they said.
Let's believe them.
No, yeah, is and it's a pretty standard, accepted theory. 38% is voice inflection.
Huge. Voice is huge.
And 55% is body language. Mm-hmm. So we're communicating a whole lot more just in our energetic field than in saying the right things or not, that people can feel where we're coming from in a very profound, direct way.
And there's something I want to say about the essentials that goes a little back to theory. We from birth on, are born with about 22% of the size of the brain in terms of all the connections that we will have. 22%. That we have about 80% to grow. Mm-hmm. And an additional 60% to age 5, and the rest of it is 25 and on. Depends what our lifestyle is, right? If we've got more connections or not. But I think it's really important to understand is that those connections, making the maps, the connections between the body and the emotions, and because we differentiate emotions, right? We do this process of differentiation. That means densing up, getting more connections in the brain, higher density. What it provides us is the opportunity for greater refinement. Really, so a year-old child cannot do that. It's not because they have perfect fingers, but the brain hasn't grown enough to that level of refinement. And in order to be able, I'm sorry, I keep feeling this moving, to be able to connect well, we need to become more refined ourselves because we perceive at the level of our own refinement. Each and every one of the essentials drives that process of differentiation and integration in the brain. And that's what I believe meditation and what your teaching does, and so, what the people that you bring in to help do.